As a host, I want to introduce you Kevin Wong. Kevin is an award-winning coach who had more than 20 years of experience in leadership training. Kevin is a sought-after corporate trainer, conference speaker, and peak performance coach. Kevin helped many organizations to improve their performance, for example, Nestle, 3M, Prudential, HSBC, Maybank, and many more huge organizations. Kevin, please introduce yourself.
Hey, hi, Dirk. So thanks for your introduction. So I'm really honored to be here, and it's been a journey when I look back my career, to where I am today. So like I say, I enjoy every single bit part of it because I really have so much passion on this human development. All right. So it really made me. I'm really excited, to be able to help people to grow, to develop, to bring them to the next level. And this is what I've been doing for the last more than 20. This is my 23rd years. Okay. All right. In the area of training and development, leadership and development, and coaching as well. All right. So I started my career and is in training. So, and from training, and then I move on to coaching and personal development and leadership development and building high performance team. So these are the areas that I've been working on for the last, I think 2 decades. Okay. So, and it's good to be here with Dirk to share, some of my experience as well. Yeah.
Kevin, what goal setting strategies would you recommend for companies during these tough times?
Well, I think this is a really unprecedented times. I would say because of this corona virus, the COVID-19 pandemic situation, it kind of like push a reset button to a lot of things that we know of in the past. So I think this is the time that I think a company need to really be clear about their positioning, their branding, and then of course the strategy, right? So I think it's really important that during this tough time that organizations need to really consolidate the resources that they have, all right? And especially the team, because this is the time that you want them to have that absolute clarity to go out there and continue to be able to perform in this tough time. So for that, I would suggest that, having the clarity on the goals. So I think goal setting strategy has become very important, especially during tough time. Because during that tough time, a lot of people, even a lot of businesses, they get into the panic mode, right? And then some organizations kind of like lose the directions. And so I think this is the time that leadership also play a very important role. And I always believe that, great leaders always thrive in tough times. And this is the time that I think leaders of the organization should take the lead, right, to set the direction, right, to stay the direction and bring the whole team aligned with the laser focus on what they want to achieve. Okay. So I think having that really clear goals, right, how to move forward is really important. So I always say that, during this tough time, you got to be able to break down your goals, all right? Because break down your goals from your performance goal, right? I mean, your outcome goal, like the outcome that you want, and then what are your performance standards that you want, and also the process, how to get there. Because if you be able to break down your goals into a smaller chunks, so it makes it easy for your team to be able to focus, all right, and take small steps towards achieving the goal. Okay, so I think having that very clear objective, key results area, and also the measurement standards is really important. Right, not just about setting KPI, but I think you got to start with the directions where your company is heading. Right, the outcome that you want to achieve. From there, then you'll be able to set up the standards how you want your team to be able to perform and what do they have to do. Right, like for example, some of the initiatives, some of the small little steps that they can do, right, on a daily basis, how they can contribute to the performance standard. So we must have a structured way of how to get our team to be able to focus and be able to committed to the goals. So I think having the OKR system and also the KPI is extremely crucial during this period of tough time.
Can you give us 3 secrets how you can outperform your competitors in 2021?
Wow, I mean, it's a great question, and well, I think this is the time that because it has created a lot of changes, right, in the world. So we have seen a lot of businesses that close down, but at the same time, there are also a lot of new businesses, a new opportunity arises as well. All right. So I think to really outperform the competition today, you can use 3 strategies, right? I call it the sell, team, teach. So first thing, the ability to sell. You got to increase your ability to sell, all right, in the market, because with this new way of selling, you got to adopt a new way of selling. The old way of selling, the very traditional face-to-face, the retail, you know, how they got badly affected, right? So you got to have embrace a new way of selling. So when I say the new way of selling, what do I mean by that? It's about you got to be really crazy, you know, about your product quality, right? So you're going to go all out, be passionate about giving, you know, the highest standards, you know, to give the highest standards of service or in terms of the quality of your products. So, and through your innovations, through a new way of selling, right? So, and then the other one is you got to make, you got to be really, you know, busy in training your team as well, right? How to get them to be able to adopt, to embrace the new way of selling, right? So I think the ability to sell is really important. And the other one, it's about team. It's about building your high performance team. And we all heard this many often. We heard this a lot. Like we always say, you know, you want to go fast, you go alone. You're going to go far, then you're going to go with a team. So you got to have a team ready, right? So you got to be able to constantly train them, all right, with a new skill set, all right? Adopt a new mindset, new behavior, new actions for them to allow them to produce the required results. So you got to give them the right tools as well, right? So building your team, so there's no shortcut about it, right? So sell team and then the teach. So when I talk about teach, it's about ability for you to get connected with your customers, all right? To be able to teach your customer. And when I say teaching today, it's all about creating the online presence, digital world, all right? In the digital world, you got to create a digital online presence in the digital world. Like for example, you got to have let's say you need to really understand your market, you know, what they truly want, and also about their needs, and how do you reach out them? How do you reach out to them? It's basically used by producing a lot of digital content. So I think digital content is the king and is the way to go, and this is the trend right now. Okay, so that's really important. Digital content could be in the form of video, it could be in the form of articles, you know, or some useful information that you can share with your target audience. And also you can have a lot of talks, a lot of tools. Yeah, so you got to have a lot of this, produce a lot of this digital content. I think these are the strategies that are going to make a difference in your business.